to my mom's channel. This is Talon. So I started with some distress markers and I'm going to be doing some watercoloring. I have this embossed panel from Concord and Ninth. It's got a pattern on it and I'm going to be using the markers to add watercolor on top of it. I'm using shabby shutters first. I'm scribbling with color on my mat. And then I'm going to add some water to bring that to my project. So right now I'm just rubbing in the color onto the side, mixing water and the green together. Give it a nice bright green. And here I'm going to start using another marker so I can get different shades of green. Okay, so right now I'm just going to be rubbing it together with the watercolor, and I'm going to try and blend the two together using water. And you see I'm just brushing nice and lightly, trying to get it evened out, nice and balanced. Add a little bit more color because I feel like it should have a lot more space, so just dip a little bit inside the water and start rubbing it together. Then here I'm going to start using a darker color. I'm going to dip a little bit of that on the mat, and then I'm going to take some of the color and start lightly brushing some of the area. And then I begin to mix it together with just water. Try and blend it together, and I use more water so I can get out those dark, dry areas. Blend it together, make it look nice. Cover a lot of area that I can. So my mom asked me if for a special I can do a card, so this will be the first time I'm ever doing a card for my mom's channel, and I think this is about the first card that I've ever made. So I made sure that I put a lot of effort into making this and a lot of time. So I was pretty excited and I was pretty nervous. But this is where I began to mix a different color. Started mixing a little bit of blue in there, so I had to get it darker, more pleasing. So with this card, I wanted to go, for my first card, I wanted to go with kind of like an abstract, kind of like a modernish look to it, you know, pretty chill, like a really nice, pleasing, mellow colors. And also I really like blue and green, so I figured those would be two that I'd choose. So here I add a lot more of a darker color, and for this color, it's a really intense color, so I gotta make sure I spread it out evenly and use a lot of water to combine the two blues together and make it look nice and blended. I begin to add a little bit more dark so I can spread it out, make it look even more darker as we go towards the end of the card. I haven't added enough color at the end, but I think it's a pretty nice shade. And over here I start to drying it with the heat tool, making sure I get all the corners. It's all nice and dry now. So what I'm going to do next is, so what I'm trying to make right now is I'm trying to make a happy birthday card. A nice cool little birthday card. So what I'm going to be using is a happy die cut with black cardstock, and then I'm just going to grab this and run it through the machine. So now I'm going to be using a frame die cut, and I'm going to place this right in the middle of the card, nice and smoothly. Then I'm going to put this right in the palette and run it through the machine as good as I can. This is after I have cut it. I kind of made a rip in the paper, so I had my mom come in and take it off a lot more better than I did. So here we have the card all nice and cut up. Right here you can see the edges are all etched out, all dotted. Looking nice. Now what I'm going to be trying to do is using this happy that I cut out earlier. I'm going to be trying to put it directly in the middle. So here I put some glue, some liquid adhesive, and we're going to place that in the middle as accurate as possible. You see here I'm like very accurate with this. Do not want one mistake. And as soon as I finally get it on, just put a little pressure, put it in there. Now I'm using the stamp tool, and I'm going to be grabbing some black cardstock. Yeah, there you go. And what I'm going to be using, I'm going to make, first off, I'm going to put it down on top of the tool, and then I'm going to use a happy birthday stamp. And then after I use that happy birthday stamp and ran it through the machine, I put some white powder on top of it, rub it around real quick, and then I close it up. And then I use the Visa mark. Yeah, so I use a Visa mark. Take that out, do the stuff, and then I put some more white powder on top of it. Right here. I put it onto a card so I don't waste it. Reuse. There. As you can see, there's my little birthday. I dry it off real quick with my heater. Just give it a nice blow real quick. And it's looking pretty smooth. Right here I'm going to wipe off all the excess white powder. Make it look nice and fresh so I can use it. Of course I'm going to use it. I'm going to cut it up with my scissors. Make it smaller until I reach my desired size. Right here. So I'll be going for like a pretty small. Just a little bit of black on each side. And then I'm going to be putting it underneath the happy. Underneath the happy. I thought it looked cool on top of the happy, but I put it underneath. Okay, now what I used was the adhesive, and then I stuck it there. And right here, the bubbles, that is sparkle things I put on the side. I put a little bit of this glue on top. It's super good. I think it's called the multi-medium. I think that's what it's called. I just put some of that on top, those little bubbles, and then I just placed it on the side. They look really nice, really abstract, the little shapes. I use this little tweezer, it really helped out. Yep, right there. Yep, looks nice. Just gotta press it in there, put some pressure, keep it together. And then right there, this is my dark blue card base or navy card base. I'm using that, some of that glue from earlier, and then just gonna put a nice hunk amount of glue on the back, and I'm gonna stick them both together. Right there. Bam. Put some pressure on top of that. Right there. There we go. It's a good looking card. Proud of myself. First time. I can write it, give it off to relatives, friends. Yeah. And here are some still shots of the nice card that I made, the first card. Thank you for coming. Mahalo. Please subscribe, comment, and smash that like button. Make sure you turn on notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next video.